We're gonna get into it. We're gonna have a discussion right now. I'm gonna get into everything. Any questions anybody gotta ask me, but I'll explain to everybody out there. Wait for some more people to come in. I'll explain everything. What happened to me. All right, so we got one person, too. I gotta get my charger, man. I gotta charge this shit, man. Bear with me, guys. I'm still here. It's gonna get a little dark because I gotta go in the basement. I gotta go get my charger. So I'm gonna be with you guys. Just like I said, just bear with me. I'm gonna keep talking. It's gonna get dark a little bit. I appreciate everybody for being with me right now. I told you guys 1 o'clock. I'm a little late. I'm an early bird. I like to be on time. When I say I'll give you guys a time, I like to be on time. But unfortunately, I'm just doing a lot of shit right now. So, all right. So let me just charge this up right here. All right. So let me tell y'all, man. How many people we got in here? We got 12. All right, I'm gonna get into it right now. So, like I said, I want to thank everybody for being with me on the video, man. I appreciate the love, the support. Thank you so much, guys. I can't thank you guys enough, man. Without you subscribing to the channel, without you liking the videos, man. Even the people who don't like the videos, I appreciate every comment. Doesn't matter, likes, dislike, it don't matter. You watch the video, I appreciate it, right? So now, what you guys didn't see, a lot of people was asking me, right? You guys seen the sergeant take away the phone, right? But when he took the phone away from me, right? I want to make this very, very clear to everybody. Now, I've already filed a complaint with IA. I already did that. I'll get into that a little bit later. As days come, I'll keep you guys updated with any new information that comes up, right? But I want to be very, very clear with everybody with what I'm about to say, right? There was a female officer, the black, with glasses, right? She had it out for me from the very, very beginning when she saw me looking in these cars. I wanna explain that because I don't know. I know a lot of times people watch the videos and they fast forward. They fast forward. I don't do that. I watch videos to the end. If I like your channel and I fuck with you, I'm gonna watch a video. I'm gonna watch a whole entire video because I want to see. I don't want to. I might be fast forward and I might forget something. I might miss something. So that's why I don't like to do that. So I need everybody, if you didn't go watch the whole video, please go watch the entire video so you can kind of get a better understanding why that sergeant did what he did, right? So let me explain it. So that female officer had it out for me, right? She was very, very annoyed at me filming the cars. She didn't like it. It was nothing that she could do about it because she didn't do anything about it. All she told me was, you can't do it. You can't do it. And the minute I kept telling her, I'm going to keep recording these cars and you ain't going to do nothing about it, she was butthurt. She was pissed that I was saying that to her, right? And I think that's kind of where it started. And as you guys seen, if you guys watched the entire video, you guys seen after that, I walked up. I had a conversation with some other officers. Fitzpatrick, he was a tyrant. He seemed to be cool at first, a little bit, but then as soon as that happened with the sergeant, he completely, changed. And that's how they are. That is just, as soon as somebody above them do something that, even if it's not lawful, it doesn't matter. They're gonna have their back. It don't matter. And he showed me what kind of a cop he is. He showed me that he was a tyrant, that he wasn't about to tell that sergeant, look, we can't do that. Mind you, Cafaro was the young cop that I was talking to, the one who told me that he would, if he see anybody doing anything wrong, that's a cop, he's gonna immediately say something about it. Now, I don't know, I'm not in his brain. I can't say if he's telling the truth, but if he tells me something like that, I gotta respect him for that, for him telling me that, right? And that's all it is. Like, I can't be like, oh no, you lying, because most of them won't even say anything, right? But the fact that he said it, he said, look, you're not doing anything wrong. He's like, yo, you're looking in the cars. He was like, I can't. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Just because you're looking into a police vehicle, they can call suspicious all they want, right? The minute you open that car, you break into it, then we have a crime, right? They can't do shit by you just looking into the vehicle. They can't do nothing, right? So I think that's where it came in with the sergeant, right? The sergeant didn't like that I was recording. Mind you, I was going to end the video. That video was when I was walking towards the front of the precinct. I was getting ready to end the video. That was it. But you saw him, right? Now let me explain something to you guys, right? He grabbed my camera, right? My phone. He grabs my phone, right? And he's pushing me at the same time, right? He got one hand he took my phone, right? And he's pushing me like this, like get back, get back, get back, get back, right? Now what you guys didn't see, right, is that after he took my phone, right? He turns it off. He stopped recording the video. He gives me the phone back and he said, "You gotta go. You can't stay here." I then had the phone. I tried to record. I could not record. The phone was completely frozen. I could not record. I kept pressing to record, and it would not record. So then I'm like, oh shit, like, don't tell me this motherfucker broke my phone, yo. Like I was about to get tight. Like I was getting ready to get mad. And I was like, yo, I know he didn't break my shit. Right? And so as I'm standing there, keep recording, and he's still telling me, yo, you can't be here, you can't be here. Then he says to me, you're not allowed to record the precinct. You're not allowed to record the cars. I say, I have every right to record the cars. I have every right to record the precinct. You can't tell me this is a public place. The cars are in public. What don't you understand about that? So we kept going back and forth, right? I'm still trying to record now, right? It wouldn't record. So I was like, okay, he told me to go on the internet and look up some shit he told me to look up. I said, bro, you really want me to go to the internet? I can show you many things about, there's been plenty of times you guys have been sued for the same situation. You guys have been sued for violating people's rights. We're not even talking about inside the precinct. We're talking about outside. There's been three incidents where the NYPD have been sued for this. The same thing. They've been sued because they've been, telling people that they can't record the precinct. They're not allowed to record the cars. So, when I tried to go on the internet, because the internet was working. I can go on the internet. I just couldn't record for some reason. I don't know what was going on. I went on the internet, right? I tried to show him like certain lawsuits that people have filed against the NYPD, and he was like, no, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. I want you to go. You got to go. You can't stay over here. Even I wasn't recording, he still was telling me I had to leave. He still was telling me that I had to leave, that I couldn't record. I need everybody to comment. Make sure I need to know that people are in here because I don't see any comments. So I just want to make sure that people are in here. So say something. Let me know where you're from. Anything you want to put, anything you want to add, just post it. So yeah, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know why he did that. I don't know why he did it. I really don't know. I think that the cop was a little mad. Okay, we got one person. Okay. Listening. Respect from Canada. Okay, Canada. Thanks, everybody. Yo, I want to, like I said, thanks everybody that's in this live stream with me. Thank you so much. I know a lot of people has been confused when that video went off. Now, mind you guys, let me explain something to you guys. I went inside the precinct after that, right? I tried to record. Even though he told me not to record, because I was like, these motherfuckers is going to arrest me today. They're going to arrest me today because I'm not going out like that. I'm not going to go out like that. Hell no. When you're in the precinct, it's a little bit different. Even though we can record, even though they say you can't, outside, they really got no win with that. They really, they ain't going to win that battle. They're not going to win that battle. Every time, we're going to win that battle. Anybody who's recording outside, and I was so mad, so I said, you know what, let me go inside the precinct and see if I can find somebody that's going to de-escalate. Because all those cops that was out there, nobody was de-escalating. Everybody was escalating it, right? So I goes inside the precinct, right? And let me tell you guys, about 25 cops were surrounding me. 25 of them, at least. They was coming from out of nowhere. I seen cops coming from the side, like from the stairway. They were coming from so many different ways. And I was like, holy shit, like, damn, like, it's really, like, y'all really going to surround me like that? And they're telling me, you can't record in here. You can't. I said, yo, I'm not recording in here. I want a complaint form. I need about 10 complaint forms right now, right? So Fitzpatrick, right? one of the cops, you guys seen him in the video. I was talking to him earlier in the video. He's like, look, this is the number right here. If you want to make any complaints, you can call this number right here. You can file any complaints, but we're not giving you any kind of complaint form. We don't have them, which is bullshit, because any NYPD have a complaint form. They have it. There's no such thing that they don't have it. They have it, and they're supposed to give it to you if you ask for it. So they still was telling me, you gotta go, you gotta go, you can't stand here, you gotta go, you gotta leave, you gotta leave. And I was like, wow, man. And I still was trying to record, yo. And you know what's funny? After I left, right? After I got like way down the block, because I had parked like 3 blocks from where the precinct was at. I find it funny that as soon as I got closer to my car, I tried to record, and and then the phone started recording. Can you believe that? Like, I couldn't believe it, yo. I just couldn't believe what I was going through, like the situation. I've seen it happen with many people in videos, and I always said that if I continue to do these videos, I know eventually it'll happen to me. I always thought that it would happen to me if I go into the precinct, right? Because I always told you guys, right, that there would be a time, right, that I go into these precincts, and when they tell me to stop recording, I'm not going to stop recording. I'm going to keep recording, and that is going to be the time where I contact me and my attorney. We sit down and we discuss, going forward, what's going to be what are we going to do, right? Now, obviously, a lawsuit is acceptable in that situation, because, if you're telling me I can't record in a public building, I don't care about that sign, right? And like I said, they can say that all they want because it's inside, but once you outside is completely different from inside. I didn't understand why he was telling me I couldn't record outside. I can't record the cars. I can't record the precinct. Right. No, I know. Oh, body cams. Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm actually doing right now. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be getting. I got about 8 people that had body cams on, and I even had a couple people who the body cams wasn't even running. And I asked them. I said, "Yo, your body cam is on?" And they're like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay." So I'm gonna be requesting that, and I'm gonna be putting that for you guys so you guys can see exactly what you guys weren't able to see after he snatched my phone. He snatched my phone. He grabbed it. He stopped recording it. He looked at the video. He pressed stop, and then he gave me the phone back. I said, "Yo, you really, really gonna stop? You really, really gonna take my phone?" And you could see it in his face, guys. You could see the expression when I walked up. And that's why I was laughing, because I was like, I didn't even think that it was serious. I thought that they were like just joking. But then when he said, "Don't make it harder for yourself," and he started walking towards me, and he grabbed my phone, like just grabbed it, I said, "Oh, okay. Okay, Henry, Sergeant Henry. You're a piece of shit if you're watching this video, by the way. And I'm telling you right now, I'm going after everything you own. I don't care. I don't care what I have to do. I don't care. Everybody that was involved in that video. I don't care if you just stood there. If you stood there, you was an accessory. You participated in it. If I go rob a bank right now, right, and I got my buddies with me and I got my cousins with me, right, and they don't do anything, they just stand there and watching me. They don't have to do anything. They don't have to put the gun to nobody. They don't have to do nothing like that. They just stand there. They're an accessory to what I just did. They participated in that crime. They could have walked away. They didn't do none of that. They just kept, even after the video that you guys didn't see. I had 3 officers who walked up to me, right? There was one, a sergeant, right? He was another sergeant. And his name was his name was Guess, like Guess. I got his badge number, but I don't know it, like I can't tell you guys, because I gotta watch the because I took a screenshot of them when I was leaving. I was able to take a picture of them when I was leaving. So I wanted to get their faces, right, of them standing in front of me. It was 3 of them. It was Fitzpatrick. It was Lieutenant Guess, and it was another African American lady. I got her, like I said, I got her name, and I got her badge number. I can't, give it to you guys right now, but I will be putting that picture up there for you guys, so you guys could. And please, by any means, be respectful. But when you call this precinct, because I don't want any kind of backlash from them. I don't want any kind of, they like to they see something like that, and they will, I mean, I haven't given these guys any information, any personal information. They was asking me my name and the last name. I wasn't giving them none of that. Um, but I don't, but I wanna, like I said, I will be putting that picture up there so you guys can go see. You can guys, like I said, you guys can go call a precinct. I left the phone number. It was in Brooklyn. It's in Coney Island. It's on West 8th Street. You guys can call up that precinct and let them know how you felt about that video. Share your concerns and let them know, like, look, this is fucked up. This is not acceptable, and we're not going to tolerate anything like that. I had a couple of my subscribers who called already, and they told me they just called. They was respectful about it. They wasn't cursing. They just wanted to know why that sergeant did what he did, and did he know that he was breaking the law? Did he know that he violated a citizen's rights? Right? Because that's the next thing he gonna say, is that he didn't know that he was doing anything wrong. He thought that he was doing everything right. So, Ashley, what's up, Ashley? Everybody else that's here that I miss, that's been commenting, hello, everybody. To everybody that's out there. Yeah, I can't believe it, man. I can't believe that happened to me. I really, really can't. Like, I really can't. I wasn't gonna stop recording. I was not gonna stop recording. No way. Absolutely no way. I even seen him get the handcuffs, right? He even said to me, if you don't stop recording, I'm gonna arrest you. I said, arrest me. Arrest me now. Right? I was gonna put down my phone, right? Because I had another camera in my phone. And that's the camera that it overheated, apparently. Right? So I put that down, right? And I said, arrest me, right? And he takes the handcuffs, right? He gives the handcuffs back to the other officer. And he's like, yo, I don't want to arrest you, but you can't record in front of here. You can't. I said, yo, I can't record. And at that time, guys, I was so mad, yo. I was so freaking mad, yo. I was screaming, and I had to keep reminding myself, don't get too loud, because then they're going to charge you with disorderly conduct, right? So I was trying to, like, just try to keep my cool. But, guys, it's hard, man. It really, really is hard to try to be cool in that situation, right? To reframe, like, to just be positive. I even had one of the cops tell me, why you being so defensive? Why you getting so hot? Why you yelling? I said, bro, because he's violating my rights. And then, guys, the black officer who was mad in the beginning, who was telling me that I can't record the cars, she was the one, and when I went inside, she kept telling me, nobody is violating your rights. I said, yo, what don't you understand? That you're violating my rights. You're telling me to stop recording. That is a violation of my constitutional right. What don't you get? Why are you not understanding that? And she just kept saying, guys, we're not violating your rights. You're not allowed to record outside. You're not allowed to record the cars. You're not allowed to record the precinct. I said, oh my God. I said, guys, are you hearing this? Is everybody hearing this? Is everybody around here who got badges on, who's supposed to be protecting and serving? You guys took an oath to uphold the Constitution. You mean to tell me nobody here is going to be like, yo, you're wrong. He can record outside. He's allowed to record the cars. Nobody said that, guys. Nobody. And we talking about 25 cops that was in there. Like, it was unbelievable, man. Unreal, yo. Unreal. No, this wasn't live stream. It wasn't live stream. If you, Becky, you just coming in, he snatched my phone from me. As I didn't even know, I didn't even think about live streaming, because I was going to end the video. As I was walking towards the precinct, if anybody is just coming in, I don't know. I was walking towards the precinct. I was walking back towards the end, because my car was parked like 3 blocks, like, from the precinct. So I was walking, like, towards that direction, right? As I was walking, right, he tells me, you're not allowed to record here, right? And before I know it, it happened so quick. He grabbed my phone. He snatched my phone. He snatched my phone, and then he looked at it. He looked at the video, and he pressed stop on the, like, so it can't record anymore. He gave me the phone back. I tried to record it again, right? And it wouldn't let me. It wouldn't even allow me to record, right? I was thinking about that live streaming, but I said, you know what? They're not really doing anything, so I mean, I'm just gonna keep it as a video. I'm not gonna really live stream, because I felt like it wasn't really necessary for me to live stream, right? I felt like it was needed after, right? As the video started to go on, and as he got in my face and he turned the video off, and I tried to record, it wouldn't even let me record. And so I didn't want to be like trying to go to YouTube and trying to while he was doing that. Yo, they surrounded me so fast, yo. They surrounded me so quick. It was him. It was these. It was him. It was like two more officers, and I had like three more officers that was standing by the precinct, just standing there. And it happened so fast, yo. It happened so quick. And like I said, I went inside, and they surrounded me again. They was pushing me out. He still kept pushing me. You can't record. You can't record. I said, I said, yo, I'm not recording you, fucking dickhead. Like, I was going off, yo. I was going off. And then once I left, right? Fitzpatrick, right? He was the guy who I was talking with in the beginning of the video, right? He was one of the cops that I was talking with the other young cop named Corfaro, right? He kept telling me, right? And I kept asking him, I said, yo, so you telling me I'm breaking the law right now, right? I'm breaking the law by me recording the precinct? He said, yo, you can't record the precinct. You can't record outside. You can't record the cars. I was like, wow, man. I couldn't believe it. I said, wow. I couldn't believe, I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone. I felt like I was like, and I understand, look, man, I want to say something, right? I got a disturbing comment the other day about somebody leaving a comment on my channel telling me that they hate cops and they're going to bomb the NYPD. They're going to do this. Look, if anybody out there that hate the cops that bad and you want to put comments like that, let me explain something to you, right? The FBI watches these videos, right? Your IP address is recording. They can see everything, right? So when you post shit like that, don't think because you deleted it that, oh, it's not there. That shit is still there. They have ways to track this shit. So I don't think anybody should go out there and you might hate cops. You might, and believe it or not, I hate the way they roll. I hate the way they act. I hate their behavior. But I'm not going to be going into anybody comment saying that, oh, I'm going to go bomb. I'm going to go do this. Physically harm them in any kind of way. That's not, I don't, whatever happens to them when they go home or when they on patrol, that's on them. That's on them. Whoever watches these videos and whoever want to do something, that is on you. I don't encourage it, though. I don't encourage you guys to do anything, right? I'm not in the First Amendment. I'm not doing these videos to promote any kind of violence, right? I'm doing it to see change, to see exactly my whole purpose of me doing these precincts for you guys, to show you guys how they act. I don't live in California. I said this a million times. Not a million times, but, it's a figure of speech. I said this shit 1,000 times, yo. I don't live in Florida. I don't live in California. I don't live in Texas and all of that. So I don't know how these police act, only if I watch the videos, right? I'm not physically in these states, so I don't know. Same thing with you guys. You guys don't live over here. You guys don't live in New York. So you guys don't know exactly what goes on. So when I put these videos out there, it's for educational purposes. It's to show you guys exactly what's going on in these streets, what's going on in these precincts. I'm nervous every single time I'm doing these videos. I was nervous. Can no auditor out there tell you that they're not never nervous when they got 20 cops holding their guns standing around you? But I always just try to remain professional, and I just try to keep my distance. I don't want to be too close to them. I always want to try to keep my distance. So that's the whole point. But I don't encourage anybody out there to harm them in any way. I mean, I see people that hate cops, and I've seen stories where they, targeted them, and they did this and they did that. And we even seen the good ones lose their lives over the bad ones. Because what do we always say, right? The bad cops, right, get the good cops killed, right, or hurt, right? Because everybody out there are not looking at it like, oh, no, that's a good cop. Everybody has this, are under the impression, right, that all cops are bad. Why? Because they see this shit every single day. They see what they're about. They see what they do to citizens. So people don't process things maybe like how me and you would process it, right? I know that there's good cops out there, right? I have them in my family. I know I'm speaking to a few of them that I feel in my heart that is really, really, would really, really do something good for a citizen, and they would really, they take their oath seriously, right? They take their oath very, very seriously. But I have cousins. One of my other cousins, she's internal affairs out of Florida. So honestly, I know a lot of them are really, really good people. but there's a lot of bad. Just like there's a lot of bad apples, there's a lot of good. And that's just, guys, that's just in general. We got bad people and good people in the world, right? I always say, right? This is my method. This is what I always say. The very, very first time I'm meeting a police officer or interacting with any kind of law enforcement, that first couple seconds in that conversation, you're going to know right then and there whether or not that person is a good cop or a bad cop or whatever rank, sergeant, chief, captain, it doesn't matter. You're going to know right then and there what type of person he is. You're going to know. You're going to know because they're going to show you who they are. They're going to show you exactly who they are. And that sergeant and everybody who participated as accessories, they witnessed it. They participated in it. I called IA today, right? I called Internal Affairs today, right? Because obviously I couldn't call yesterday because it was Sunday. I called and I spoke with Detective Riley from the IA, from the Internal Affairs of New York on Hudson Street, right? I don't know if that was a lady or was a man. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. I don't know if that was a lady or a man. Like I don't know. I really really don't know. And this is the first time I've ever seen Internal Affairs defend a police officer. She basically kept telling me, why was I filming the cars, right? Or maybe that was the reason for why they stopped you. I said no. I said, and I asked her, I said, let me ask you a question, right? Did you take an oath to uphold the Constitution? Do you know anything about our rights? And she said, well, we're not here to talk about me. I said, you're absolutely right. But when you make a statement like that, that's the reason for why they stopped you. That's the reason why they was harassing you. I said, there was no crime committed. I didn't break any laws. All I was doing was filming the cars, seeing how clean they were, looking at the cars. A lot of people that watch my channel don't know they don't know how these cars look, right? And they watch my videos for the content, just for that purpose, just to see these vehicles. Yeah, they can go on Google, but they rather watch my videos. So and we just kept going back and forth. And she's like, well, why do you want to file a complaint on the other officers that was there? I said, because they was an accessory. They witnessed it. Not one person said, look, guys, what we doing? He's not doing anything wrong. He's not breaking any laws. But I get it, though. At the end of the day, I don't accept it. I don't believe it. I don't understand it. But I get it. You know why? Because it's a brotherhood. No, none of them is going to turn on a sergeant. He's corrupt. He's a corrupt motherfucker, yo. But they're not gonna turn on him. All those cops that was around him, not one of them is gonna say you're doing something wrong. He has every right to record. And that what makes them, all of them, an accessory, and that what makes them bad. I don't care what good they ever did. It doesn't matter. When you see somebody that's not doing anything wrong and not breaking any laws, and you don't diffuse the situation, you don't try to say, look, this is not right. Yo, I had a video that I did in Staten Island, right? I don't know if you guys know. I know a couple of subscribers. They've asked me. I've talked to them about this. Last year, I did a order in Staten Island, right? And that footage, I lost the SD card. That's the day I was on a train and it was raining and I lost it. I don't know how I lost it, but I lost it. I had about 15 cops who was surrounding me in Staten Island in one of the precincts out there, right? Don't you know the chief pulled up and said, what are we doing out here, guys? Everybody get back inside. He's not doing anything wrong. We don't need 15 cops surrounding a guy with a camera. That's my point, right? Instead of him escalating it, he de-escalated it. He made sure that they knew that, look, if you guys don't get from around him, he could possibly file a lawsuit for you violating his rights. You can't tell him that he can't record a precinct. They can record us. Not only that, right? But the memo, the 2009 memo, specifically states in that memo that we have a right to record them. They cannot stop us. If we're not breaking any laws, they are not allowed to engage us at all. They can't say shit, nothing. I mean, you can ask what somebody's doing, but I don't have to respond. I don't have to tell you what I'm doing, right? I can answer, certain questions you ask me, right? They don't, and you guys don't believe me because I know I got some trolls that's been trolling my channel telling me that, oh, you shouldn't have been over there anyway and this and that. Man, fuck you, man. Trolls, you guys don't even get none of my time. I'm not even going to respond to any trolls, yo. I'm not responding. But I will say this. Anybody who want to read that memo, go to NYPD memo 2009 on public photography, and you're going to see it. There's a memo. It states it's they should know. It's a part of their mission statement. It's literally they're supposed to know this, right? And it's a shame that a citizen have to remind them on how to do their job. And you know what's the crazy part about it is that I have right now, I have to go to my computer right now when I end this live stream, right? And I have to print about at least 3 cases I know out of the NYPD that they was sued for the same situation. They were sued. They were sued, right? They was, and it doesn't matter. I seen a video where there was a film student, right? And he wasn't anything like a First Amendment order. He wasn't out there, doing anything like that. He was just a regular guy that was in school that was doing a little project for his class. And his professor told him to get some B-roll footage of the NYP, and that's exactly what he did. And he went out and he was filming one of the precincts in Brooklyn. I can't really remember the name, the precinct. You guys can go look it up though. It's you're gonna find it. Just put film student arrested for public photography. You're gonna find out. It's right there. There's been other ones too, but that's like the one that I know that sticks out the most because he actually took it. He actually went to court, went to trial and all that, and obviously he won his case because he wasn't doing nothing wrong. They took his phone. They detained him for like 3 hours. Um, I wasn't detained, right? Um, and I don't know if I don't know if he felt like he fucked up, like if he did something wrong, because after towards the end of the video, he went from being aggressive to kind of like he took it down a little bit. He said, "Yeah, man, you can't record here, man. I'm sorry, man, but you just can't record here. You gotta leave, man." But when he was saying it in a his tone changed a little bit, and I don't care about that. I don't care if his tone changed. I don't care, man. I don't really care how many complain. I don't care how many. Look, I explained to you. I called the internal affairs, right? And normally anybody who don't or not familiar with New York laws, right, with NYPD or any kind of misconduct, right? There's 2 ways you can file a misconduct against the NYPD, right? You could do it with internal affairs. Well, actually, you could 3 ways. You can go and you could do it physically, like in person. You can, get a complaint form, right? But I don't recommend that. I don't think that that's the right way to do it because I think that shit gets swept under the rug. All right, so I don't think that I don't recommend anybody to if you out there in New York and you want to file any kind of misconduct against the NYPD, never go into the precinct. And I did that because I wanted to see if there was a chief or captain, somebody who was wasn't as unprofessional as the other ones, right? And that's the whole purpose of me going in there. But that way you can do it, and you can do it with the CCRB, which is a Civilian Complaint Review Board. I recommend doing it with them. I don't know why I call it internal affairs. I thought that they would be, because it's faster, right? But the CCRB, you can actually call them too, right? They do the same thing, right? But the CCRB is a little bit. They're very very swift, right? And they ask questions. They keep asking questions. They be like, oh, And I sent this lady the detective from the internal affairs. She's saying for me to send the video, and I said, okay, I'm gonna send the video, but first I gotta edit the video. And she's like emailing me, asking me, where's the video at? Where's the video? And I'm like, yo, lady or guy, whoever you are, slow down. I'm gonna send you the video. It's like she's rushing me. It's not that she's rushing me, guys, or he's rushing me because they want to hurry up and investigate the case, right? Um, she was being or he was being I'm not going to even use a word. I'm not even going to use the word to describe how they was acting. But I'm going to call the CCRB tomorrow, and I'm going to call back, and I'm going to also go and get their body cam information so I could provide that to you guys because you guys need to see. And I also want the cameras from inside the precinct also, so I could show you. So how they surrounded me like I was really like a criminal, yo. Let me see the comments. Thanks, yeah. Rice Crispy, man. Yeah, I see it happen to you guys a lot of times. I've seen it happen to other auditors, and I always said to myself that eventually it'll happen to me. But I always thought that if I went inside, it would happen, not outside. You know, and I'm not. That's not going to deter me, right? That's not going to deter me, and you know, to go in a different direction. You know, for me not to do these videos, not going to deter me in any kind of way. I'm gonna still do these videos. Um, I'm gonna still do it. But I just I'm very very disappointed, man. Very, because you know they should be more professional than that, man. I mean, I didn't tell them to be an NYPD. I didn't tell them to take that job. You know, with that job comes a lot. You know, and be record. Somebody tell me that maybe the sergeant and that black officer, maybe they had I don't know. Somebody, but he was, and it's nothing mad. She didn't want me to pay, man. They participated. They was involved. Everybody that was around them. It doesn't matter. So, I mean, it is what it is, guys. But I wanted to come on here, tell you, uh, I told her, I said, you know what? A lot of these precincts are corrupt, right? And if they're not corrupt, because when we talk about corruption, we talk about, you know, fucking them bribes, you know, taking, you know, like back in the day at the 75th and the 76th precinct. Anybody who from the Brooklyn area, you know that this precinct was the most dirtiest, corrupt police department in all New York City. They would stop you, right? Listen to this. The 76th precinct in Brooklyn, they would stop you. And if you had drugs on you, if you had any kind of narcotics, it doesn't matter. Guns, any kind of shit. You had money on you, they would take your money from you. Any kind of money you had, they would take it from you. They would take your drugs, and they would tell you, get the fuck out of here. Don't let me see you over here no more. And you know, a drug dealer, they're gonna walk away, even though they got their bread, they got everything taken away from them. Because think about it. What's the chances of you getting that, like nowadays? Nowadays, shit like that don't happen now. Now, everything's a little bit different, so they can't, you know. But you go to these other countries, right? Like Dominican Republic, right? Shit like that happens over there. Guyana, all of these countries like that. You get caught with drugs and you got money in your pocket, a whole bunch of money, they take your money. They take all of that, and they tell you to get the fuck out of here. That 75th and the 76th precinct was like that back in the day. They got a documentary. Anybody interested in seeing it, just put I can't even think of the name of it, but just go to YouTube and put 76th precinct documentary on corruption, and it'll tell you. They would get calls to like a house and raid the house and take money. They'll be taking mad bread out of the house, and I mean, these cops will walk away with like thousands of dollars, and that's it. Now, obviously, you can't do it now. Things are so much different now. Like, it's just no way you would be able to do that. So, but also when you talk about corruption too, you talk about them being dirty. Like now, like some of these precincts in New York are dirtiest. They dirty, yo. They're very, very dirty. We talk about dirty, that means that they will violate your rights, and they don't care anything about their oath. They don't care about it. They don't care about their oath. Most of them don't even know about it. You ask them right now, you walk up to a police officer right now, and you ask them, tell me right now, what is the mission statement of the NYPD? And I guarantee you they won't know it. They won't know it because they either forgot it and they never wanted to remember it, and they got that badge on. They feel like they got power. It's crazy, yo. But all right, guys. So I'm gonna end the stream. So the pigs still crooked and corrupt in the U.S. Yeah, they are. But New York. But what I'm saying, Becky, is New York Police Department right now, they're not arresting you taking your money. They're not doing that because there's so much. They can't. It's just so much that they can't. Like, they could do a lot of stuff. They could arrest you unlawfully. They could do all of that. But if they stop you, right? If they stop you, and you just say you get stopped and you got like $5,000, $10,000 on you, and you got drugs, right? They have to have, because everything nowadays is being recorded and everything. They got their body cams and all of that on. They got to report all of that stuff that happens. So it's kind of hard for them to kind of walk away with that stuff, right? Back in the days, back in the 80s and the 90s, people wasn't really recording like that. They wasn't really recording like that. It has become very popular with cell phones within the last, maybe 20 years with people recording and all of that. But I mean, I'm sure, fucking charger drop. I'm sure in other countries, you go to, right now, you go to like any country in Dominican Republic, you try to go over there, they're corrupt. You could be driving down the road and run a red light, right? And got drugs on you, right? And they'll see that, and they'll tell you, how much money you got on you. And let's just say you got 500. They'll say, okay, give me all of that and you can go. You're gonna give it to them. Because it's either that or they're gonna take you to jail, and they probably gonna fucking lie and hit you with more charges. So I know it's so, but you can't win, man. It's just a fight that all of us gonna have to continue to keep trying to fight. And I'll try to fight for you guys every single time, and I'll try to go out and give you some content and show you guys exactly what's going on in NYPD. But that's it. I'm not a martyr, so I can't try to go up in there but it's not even about that. It's just about respect. I mean, I go to do these videos. It's just to try to find cops out there that's willing to talk on camera and just be professional. And that's why I always say I'll put those videos on my channel. The good and the bad I'll put on there. It don't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's bad or good. Because the good ones, when you put the good ones on there, right? I have people tell me that they want to watch my videos, cops. And so when they see somebody that's bad, I don't know how they would feel about that. But I mean, if you're a good cop and you see a bad cop doing something bad, I mean, and you're a good cop and you take your oath seriously, right? And everything you stand on as a man, and you see somebody else doing something wrong, I would feel bad about that. Like, damn, that's not how we were supposed to be acting. That's not protecting and serving. So, but that's it, guys. Thank everybody for being on me on this video, this live stream. I will be letting you guys know exactly later on any new information that comes up. Body cam information, the footage, everything, all of that. I will be sharing all of that with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to contact the CCRB. I'm going to try to have a meeting with them on camera. I know they're not going to let me have a meeting with them inside the facility because they're going to tell me it's a restricted area. So I'm going to try to see if I can contact them and maybe speak to them, maybe outside, maybe kind of if they have a place that we can go, like, that's not restricted, and show you that video and show you guys that video. I don't know what's going to happen with internal affairs because the lady or the guy already kind of gave me the impression that she was like defending them and what they did. So I don't know. Right there, I felt it, and I was like, nah, I don't want to. I don't. It's either you give me somebody that's over you that's going to take the complaint, because I didn't feel comfortable with talking to that person. But that's it, guys. I want to thank everybody for being with me on this live stream. Thank you so much. If you guys haven't watched the video, please go watch the video, the entirety of the video, the whole video, because the black officer in the beginning of the video, as I stated in the beginning, she is the reason, right? She's the reason why all of that's happened, because, I mean, you could just see how her attitude was. Why you gotta be looking in the cars? No, you can't do that. No, you can't be looking in the cars. You can't do that. And then you're seeing how she was like dancing after I was telling her you can't do shit. You're gonna walk away. You ain't gonna do nothing. You see me looking in these cars and you ain't gonna do nothing. And she started doing like this, like dancing. I'm like, I wanted to say, excuse my language, bitch, what you dancing for? What you dancing for? Like, you can't do nothing. But it's all good, man. Yeah, that's how these precincts are. That's how these cops are. I mean, She won't be the. It's going to be more like her. It's going to be more like her. So, but thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Go watch the video, like the video. If you want to share it, you can share it. Hit the bell, the notifications, so you know you'll be notified when I'm dropping a video. You'll be notified. I'm out. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much. Peace.